Hey everybody, Brooks from Drag Times here. This is a new kind of video for me. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Ferrari F8 Tributo and do a garage update with my Huracan, whether I'm going to get a Huracan EVO and the Mustang GT500, and then I'll put a little clip of a race that I just did recently with the Huracan and a Ferrari F8. It was actually pretty surprising. So everyone woke up this morning and saw the new Ferrari F8 Tributo, or I think that's how you say it at least. It's got the same engine from the Ferrari Pista, and probably just a little bit heavier because it's not the race car version. I think the car looks pretty awesome. I mean, it's definitely incremental changes over the 488. I'm not sure why Ferrari calls it a completely new car when it's basically the same car with some updated body panels and some increased horsepower. You know, the Lamborghini Huracan EVO is pretty much the same thing, increase in horsepower, 610 to 640 horsepower, and some different body kit parts as well, and they still call it the Huracan. So I kind of feel like Ferrari should just left the 488 Tributo or something like that, not give an entirely new name with the F8 Tributo. That being said, I still don't think it's going to take down the 720S. However, you know, if I was able to get one of these new Ferraris, I would probably buy it. I'm just not in the Ferrari group of, you know, people who get those cars early, and I'm not going to pay over MSRP for it. So that's probably not going to happen with the channel of Ferrari coming back. The only Ferrari I've actually ever owned was the F430 Spider, which I had for a little while. I always felt like that car was kind of fragile and not for me, so I ended up selling it when I picked up the new Ford GT. That being said, future plans for the Drag Times garage, little garage update. I was going to sell the Lamborghini Huracan to a friend of mine, but I ended up keeping it. I've had this car 3 years and done a ton of races and had a lot of fun with it. When it came to actually letting it go, I just didn't want to let it go. I wanted to keep it a little longer. The warranty was coming up, and I was just a week away from losing the warranty on the car. And although the car's been rock solid, never had a single issue with it, in the back of my mind, I just felt like I want to have that protection. So I went ahead and bought a extended warranty for the Lamborghini Huracan. I can kind of go over the pricing of what that costs. The cost for 1 year extended warranty from Lamborghini was $3,300. And on top of that, they want to charge you an inspection fee to make sure the car is in proper condition. I don't really think they should charge you an inspection fee because any problems that are wrong with the car would be under warranty anyways. So nevertheless, they charge you $510 from that. You add some taxes and a shop charge, and the total charge to extend the warranty for another year on the Lamborghini Huracan was $4,100. It's pretty steep. I could have done 2 years for another $3,000. But I was pretty sure I wasn't going to have this Huracan 5 years. This is actually a long time for me to hang onto a car, just over 3 years. So I figured what's going to happen is I'll extend the warranty. That's actually transferable to the new owner. So I think that'll help me with resale when I sell this car. These values are hovering around $200,000 for a 2016 Huracan. My mileage on my car is about 7,000 miles. I think when I go to sell it in 6 to 8 months, having that warranty for the new order to come into will be super helpful. What am I going to sell the Huracan for? Well, a couple of things. I could go to the Huracan EVO, which I kind of have an allocation and a spec coming in. It's red and it looks pretty much like this car. Sticker comes in about $286,000. So I kind of have to decide, you know, is it worth the upgrade price for this car, incremental to the Huracan EVO? Or I'm also trying to get the Mustang GT500. So I think the plan is optimally, you know, in 6 months, hopefully 6 to 8 months, if I can get my hands on a GT500, I will sell the Lamborghini for the GT500, have a bunch of fun with that, decide to either keep the GT500 or move on, do a bunch of cool videos of the new Ford GT, the old Ford GT, and the GT500, and then possibly look at moving on to the Huracan EVO, or maybe this new Ferrari F8 Tributo. Of course, another option is to sell the Huracan and just go with a Performante, same horsepower as the EVO, probably a little better looking, more aerodynamic, and probably lighter. It'll be interesting to see if we can get a race between the Huracan EVO and the new Performante. I think the prices are probably going to be about the same. Maybe the Performante will come down in price with the EVO coming on and get that for even less. So that might be an option as well. I feel like Lamborghini's falling a little bit behind in the horsepower wars. You know, the Huracan EVO coming out with 640 horsepower, and we got the new base 488, or, you know, whatever, the F8 Tributo coming out with 710 horsepower at the same time as the Huracan EVO. The Ferrari is definitely going to be beating out the Lamborghini Huracan in you know, straight line acceleration kind of performance. I think these Ferrari 48s have actually been getting faster as time goes on as well. I was out at the drag strip, and I'm used to beating these 48s with my Huracan. There was actually 2 Ferrari 48s out at the last drag strip rental, and I was pretty confident. My buddy Jimmy jumped in my Huracan and raced a friend's 488 and lost. And I came back and was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. Let me give it a try. So I jumped in the Huracan and did 2 races with the 488 with a pretty good driver. And I'm going to do an entire video on those races, but I will leave you with a short kind of preview clip of this Ferrari did very, very well against my Huracan, which I'm not used to. So I don't know if the later Ferraris are faster. These 2018 cars are actually faster than the older ones, because I've driven a bunch of them and the Huracan pulled on it each time, but in this case you're going to see something different. All right, so there you go. Enjoy the quick preview of the 48 versus the Huracan. And let me know in the comments, this is a new kind of video for me, kind of a garage update, kind of the things I'm thinking about adding to the garage. And let me know what you think. Should we go for the Ferrari F8, Huracan EVO, the Performante, the Mustang, or anything else you might suggest? So there you go. Thanks for watching. And hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep you updated of any new stuff we got coming. Thanks a lot.